Hello students, welcome back and we are going to continue our series on nutrition. So previous video we already discussed about Pinggan Sehat Malaysia, the concept. Question number 2, question number 3, question number 4. This one you can go back home and do and enjoy reading the answer. I mean for me I like to think the answer and read the answer or ask the Google or ChatGPT to get the answer. Nutrition requirement for plant, which is important. All is important. Yeah, nutrition requirement for plant, which I think is a very good business. I know a lot of people are saying IT and many people are studying IT. But for me, I mean, if you like business, agriculture also is a very good business. Like you plant nowadays, food is not cheap. Food is not cheap. If you know, if you buy vegetable, you buy cabbage, you buy chili, you buy chicken. It's not as cheap as it's been. So it's not cheap means there's two way to see this. One is to say, this country is very difficult I cannot live. Or another way to say this is, why don't I make more food? I make more food for my family, I save money. And if I make more food, I will plant the food and I earn more money, because now we can sell in a higher price because the food price increase. So I'm going to make more food in order to get more money. So there are two ways to think. It depends on how it is. For Malaysia, many people complain Malaysia not good this and that, and actually the person that complain, and they see how you see lah. You can either complain or you see this as an opportunity to get more money in Malaysia, because you look at the positive side. We still got job opportunity. We have a lot of resources. We have a lot of land. We have agriculture. We have a lot of policy from the government that help businessmen. But of course, we're not going to go through this lah, because you are still studying. But if you really know the government, the policy, the bank, the finance, actually Malaysia is a very good place to invest also. But if you need to be smart. Then we say that this cannot, that cannot. Then you need to use your IQ to think how to solve the problem. At least we don't have war. We are not in Ukraine. We are not in Russia, and we have a lot of oil. We have subsidy and many things. So we need to think. So again, coming back to the plant, I still think it's a very a lot of people go to IT, but I hope some of you like animal and plant, because that is knowledge and also business opportunity as well in terms of agriculture. I got one friend downstairs here. He opened a restaurant, but every day like no people. So I feel weird lah. Why every day no people also can open for so long one? Then I talk to him. Then he only tell me he got the chicken farm. So he earned the main income actually from the chicken. He reared the chicken. So of course you know lah, I also like money. Then I asked him, who teach you how to rear the chicken? Then he say no people teach him. He just from the kampong. Then he just rear the chicken, and now he just built the chicken farm. So he got a few chicken farm and earn money lah, earn a lot of money lah, because sell chicken chicken is not cheap, and I don't know hard or not lah. I haven't reared chicken, but agriculture is one of the good business opportunity. So you might want to consider this as well, and also plant vegetable. So it's a good business opportunity. So it's important to learn science. Plant can be classified into two groups, macronutrient and micronutrient. So plant need to eat macro means big, micro means small. You need a lot of macronutrient, you need little bit of micronutrient. So this one you need little, this one you need more. Magnesium, oxygen, phosphorus, calcium, carbon, potassium, sulfur, hydrogen. This is originally the fertilizer lah. This one you just need a bit, but you still need it. Boron, molybdenum, iron, magnesium, copper, and zinc. All these other micronutrients. Same like human also. Human, we also need zinc. I know zinc is metal, but zinc we need it to build blood as well. So they are macronutrient and micronutrient. Okay, so this is the activity and compare the activity information given. Okay, so this one you need to not can say memorize lah. Just go through very fast. Nitrogen do what? Nitrogen is to help the growth. Not enough nitrogen, your plant will be slightly smaller. Phosphorus synthesis protein from potassium synthesize protein and so on. Magnesium for chlorophyll, calcium, sulfur, oxygen and carbon and hydrogen. So this one, I don't think the question seldom ask the function of the micronutrient, so I didn't underline. As far as I remember, the exam seldom ask this question. Later we do the question, then we can see. Micronutrient is boron, okay, help with the chlorophyll growth, iron, copper, molybdenum, manganese and zinc. Okay, so again, to my memory, I seldom see the question, but maybe exam ask, I'm not sure. Okay, let's look at this, but this one is more this one more famous a bit. This one you need to know. Okay, so I just put a star here. Effect of nitrogen, phosphorus and potassium deficiency. This one is usually asked in the exam. How to know your plant is good or not good? Yesterday, just to share a bit, yesterday I got one more student, also quite rich one. He also plant a lot of tree. He plant durian. You know, sell durian can earn money. Sell durian. So he plant durian. He plant the jambu. He also plant many things. And then yesterday I asked my student because I like to learn from people. So the student told me, you need to buy Uncle William fertilizer, because Uncle William fertilizer is the very good fertilizer that can help the plant growth, and also the different color got different effect. So this is what my student told me. So okay, later I will check out the Uncle William fertilizer. So of course, when we look at the plant, the question will ask, if you know the plant, what is the problem? So this is the healthy plant. Healthy plant, I think you guys know lah. Okay, the leaf is green, strong stem, good leaf. Big good leaf at the bottom is bigger. Production of flower. The roots is normal. Okay, now we know nitrogen. Nitrogen is the leaf are yellow. I just make things short lah. Okay, if the leaf are yellow, usually not big lack of nitrogen. Phosphorus is usually a stunt growth. Means the plant cannot continue to grow, because phosphorus, we can see that it synthesizes the protein and nucleic. So it synthesizes the protein, means the protein is for what? Protein is for growth. So now you don't have phosphorus, you cannot synthesize the protein, then you cannot have growth. It makes sense. You don't have phosphorus, you cannot synthesize the protein is for the growth. So now you have a stunt plant growth. Stunt plant means growth means the plant cannot grow forever this small only. Okay, leaf are top are smaller and bluish curve and so on. Another one is potassium. Is potassium, what will happen? Okay, again the same thing, stunt growth, leaf at the top, brown spot. So this is brown spot, curve end and square leaf at the bottom, view. Okay, so one is, so you just need to remember, if yellow leaf, not enough phosphorus, maybe just go to Shopee or something to buy. If your plant have a stunt growth and a bit purple, so your plant do not have enough phosphorus. So okay, and then if potassium, if your plant is brown color, probably is because your plant don't have enough potassium. So maybe you need to go to Shopee or some plant shop, talk to them and plant. I regret I didn't learn this thing properly, but I hope that you guys got the opportunity to learn this. I will recommend you, which is quite fun, instead of watching movie, you go to Eco Shop or Family Mart, not Family Store, or DIY also can. You buy the seed, you go to DIY, you buy the pot of the sand, then the DIY shop got the seed. So I recommend you take some bayam or chili, then try to go outside your house and plant it every day. You water it or watch some YouTube or go to plant shop. It's very cheap only. One seed, you know lah, DIY buy sell about 2 ringgit only. But you sell 2 ringgit chili seed, you make 10 chili plant. One chili is like 20 cents in the pasar malam, you know. So every day now you start to plant. Next 60 days the chili plant will grow. Then you can give the chili to your mommy. It's 100% organic and it is very fun also. So you can try it. Just go to DIY shop and buy some chili plant or bayam or something. Just learn so that who knows, one day you like to do agriculture, and it's quite fun it's quite fun, especially if you help your mother to get the plant. Some more is DIY 2 ringgit. Cincai buy and just put on the soil lah, but not that I mean hard and not that hard also. Okay, and so this is the experiment. We are going to do an experiment. Okay, so now let's say we are doing an experiment on how to analyze nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium, because I will say that you say nitrogen not needed for the plant growth, phosphorus not needed for the plant growth, and potassium not needed for the plant. I think it's not important. I think nitrogen does not make the leaf yellow, phosphorus does not make the leaf purple, and potassium does not make the leaf brown color. So phosphorus does not cause plant growth. So I don't believe you just fake the story. So I am the scientist. I will say, okay, now I am going to do an experiment to prove to you that nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium is needed for the plant. It's very important for the plant. And what happens if the plant have and if the plant don't have. So I'm going to do an experiment. So how we are going to do the experiment? Problem statement: what is the effect of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium? For example, hypothesis: deficiency of micronutrient. Nitrogen, phosphorus, potassium will have a stunt growth, means cannot grow anymore. Variable type of solution. So now you need to think how you want to do experiment. So I'm going to do one control variable. I'm going to put plant A, that is, I see the picture first, later I did wrong thing. Okay. So I'm going to put plant A got the everything. Plant A got everything. Plant B got everything but no phosphorus. Plant C got everything but no phosphorus. Plant B got everything, no nitrogen. Another last plant D, have everything but no potassium. So the control variable, of course, we want to have the same plant. We want to have the very good same culture solution in terms of other solution. And then we want to have the light and temperature that is fair to all the experiment that we do, because we don't want to put plant A in the sunlight, plant B in no sunlight. Then the teacher, I will ask you back, so what you want to do? You want to test the sunlight or you want to test the nutrient? So we want to test the nutrient. So the sunlight must be the same. Then the temperature must be the same. One you put in the toilet, one you put under the sun. So as a teacher, I will ask what experiment you want to do. Do you want to do experiment to test the temperature affect the plant growth? Or do you want to do experiment of the nutrient affect the plant growth? Then the student say, I want to do the nutrition. Then put everything at the same place so that you don't have external variable that will affect the experiment. So after that, we have the material, blah, 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 blah. This one you read by yourself. Apparatus. Material means usually you can use finish, okay? Like the solution, the tree, the culture. After you use, you need to throw it away already. You can use finish. Apparatus is usually you use and then you can wash it and you keep back in your cabinet, okay? So boiling tube, after you use, you can wash. Connecting tube you use, you can wash. Iron pump you can use and then you wash it. Cork, after you use, you can wash it. Okay, so we have plant A, B, C, D. Just to make things simple, A got everything, complete solution. Okay, B no nitrogen, without nitrogen, C without phosphorus, D without potassium. So before even the experiment finish, it's just experiment. So probably I will say that here got the stunt growth, okay, and here is lack of nitrogen, will be yellow leaf, okay, and this one will be purple leaf, for example, and then this one will be brown leaf, okay. I haven't do. After I do, I will prove to you, because just now the person say not effect, so I'm going to do experiment, I'm going to take video, I'm going to record this, I'm going to take picture, I'm going to write a graph, I'm going to write a report, and I'm going to ask other people to witness it, the citation and so on, in order to prove my experiment. Okay, then this one you just say lah, okay, this one no need to memorize, okay, but you need to understand, okay. Put the apparatus in the right place, laboratory, pump the air of the solution every 5 minutes. Up to you how you want to say it, okay. So you can you use your own word, don't memorize, just remember the keyword, okay. Set up the apparatus and the picture, pump the air into the culture solution 5 minutes. So you just need to pump some air, okay. So the culture solution is placed in the week, okay. That's important. You want to wait for a week, you want to write a week, you want to write 2 weeks, you want to write 3 weeks, up to you, okay. After 2 weeks, observe and record the seeding, okay, and record what? The size, the color, and the growth. So we want to measure it. So complete culture solution, plant size, maybe just say anything lah. We haven't do experiment, but you can but I just agak lah, maybe here 50 cm, here 40 cm, here is 30 cm, here is 35 cm, okay. Color of leaf, green color, yellow, purple, brown, for example. Root growth, I also forgot already. Root growth, so I just put here. Root growth is normal, growth rate is normal, so I just put down here first, later I forget, okay. Root growth is normal, and then root growth deteriorate, good rate deteriorate, root rate is growth of roots reduced, growth of roots deteriorate means it start to spoil, the root is reduced means less root, okay. So I just keep the wording the same, okay. The root deteriorates, the root are reduced. Okay, so yep, I heard the sound. I think everything should be all right. Okay, where am I? Okay, yeah, let me adjust the screen back. Okay, adjust to the center. Okay, now is the hypothesis accepted? What's the conclusion of the experiment? Same thing, okay. The conclusion is hypothesis accepted. Deficiency of micronutrients such as nutrition, phosphorus, and potassium will cause stunt plant growth. Okay, so that is the conclusion. You just write back the hypothesis, okay, where deficiency of nitrogen, phosphorus, and potassium will cause stunt growth. Okay, let's do a few more questions. Why are the boiling tube wrapped in a black paper? Okay, so why the boiling tube is wrapped? So we can see the boiling tube is wrapped with black color. So you can see here the black, this thing. You want to wrap it as a, you want to avoid the sunlight. So why want to wrap it? Because we want to avoid sunlight. Why want to avoid sunlight? To prevent algae growth. Why prevent algae growth? Because algae growth will absorb the nutrient. Okay, so you don't want the sunlight to go through because if the sunlight go through, the alga will grow very fast. 嗰個青菜唔知咩啦嚇。Okay, so the alga, so the aquarium will become green very fast, or the thing. That's why you see the aquarium or the fish. If you got sunlight, the water become green. So green is not good because green will absorb the nutrient, because alga is also like a plant. So the plant will absorb the nutrients, so it will affect your experiment. So we don't want alga to disturb our experiment, so we just close it so the alga won't come out and alga won't eat the plant nutrient, eat the culture solution nutrient, which will affect our experiment. So we need to cancel out the external variable in order to do the experiment properly. You also can do experiment without the black color, but I am a teacher. I will ask you why you didn't put the black color paper to block the alga. Then you say I don't need to put. Then I will ask, if you didn't put, then the alga will take the nutrition, you won't get a good result. Then how are you going to reply? As a student, you cannot reply. The only reply you say, I understand, teacher, I will do the next experiment, so that, and the next experiment I will take a black color paper to grab it to improve the experiment. So this is how you should reply to your teacher or lecturer when you go to university. You don't say I don't know. I don't know means I give you 0 mark. You say you don't know. You just say I will improve on it. In the next experiment, I will give it back for you to check, something like that. Okay. So we just want to eliminate the external variable. What is the importance of aerating the culture solution? Why we want to put air? Why we want to pump the air? No, pump the air cannot. Why we want to pump the air? Okay, so why we want to put air? We want to pump the air inside. We can see the air is the pump the air. Pump the air. Pump the air out. Pump the air out, not pump the air in. Oh yeah, just leave it like that. Okay, just leave it like that. Just put a hole and let the just leave it like that. So why I want to leave the air like that? So that the oxygen can go in. Okay, aerating the culture solution so that the oxygen is given to the root for respiration. Okay, so the oxygen is given to the root for respiration. Okay, so we can see here they got pump the air into the culture area. So you say here, I think he draw the arrow wrongly already. Where he draw out, but you read here, it say pump the air into the culture solution is boiling tube for 5 minutes. So you need to pump the air inside. So yeah, I think he makes some mistake. Anyway, up to you. You can pump the air or use the straw and blow up. And just to make sure the plant got a bit of air, or use pump is better lah. So it's more like science class. Yeah. Okay. And then why the culture solution is boiling tube is changed? Why is it changed? Okay, to ensure enough or sufficient. Sufficient means enough lah. Sufficient enough nutrient is given for the plant. Okay, to replace the macronutrient, because you after that it will use finish, so you want to replace a new one, or every 3 days you replace, every 4 days you replace, every 7 days you replace, because the plant will use finish. So you just want to change the micronutrient. So the question asks, why you want to change the tube, the culture nutrient? Okay, we want to change the culture nutrient because the plant already eat finish. Don't say eat finish. The plant already use finish the solution, or there's a possibility that the the nutrient need to be replaced, so the plant will have enough nutrient for the experiment. I have the sufficient nutrient. State one factor beside nutrient affect the growth. So beside nutrient, what other factor that will affect the growth? So of course we already have the limiting factor, like we already answer is already here. What other factor? Of course there are few factor, like for example the size, the type of seeding, the light, and the temperature. So you just need to say anyone. Maybe you say the light is the easy one. Of course the light affect the growth. If you got sunlight, then got growth lah. If no light, the plant even die. So so one of the factor is also the light, temperature, and type of plant, and so on. Okay, so that is it. So if no question, then I will stop here, and I will see you next week at the same time. So I see you again. Thank you and bye bye.
Thank you, teacher.
Thank you. Bye bye.